This past Wednesday evening, December 15th, 2021, the Plaza Board of Trustees unanimously passed a resolution whereas Lee Seeman, as councilwoman of the town of North Hempstead, has provided outstanding representation since 2005, and whereas Councilwoman Seeman has been a committed and invaluable member of the Great Neck and North Hempstead communities for numerous decades. She has been program director of the Great Neck Chamber of Commerce since 1975. She was appointed by President William Jefferson Clinton and reappointed by President George W. Bush to serve as a member of the United States Commission for the Preservation of America's Heritage Abroad. She was instrumental in establishing one of the largest cemetery monuments in Poland, which is dedicated to those who perished in the Holocaust. She has been a trustee of the W.F. Albright Institute for Archaeological Research in Jerusalem and valued member of groups such as the League of Women Voters, the Sierra Club, the NAACP, and the World Jewish Congress. And whereas Councilwoman Seeman is scheduled to retire at the end of 2021, whereas the Village Board of Trustees agrees that Councilwoman Seeman's many years of public service and achievement are eminently deserving of such an honor as having a street designated as a secondary honorary name for her, whereas the Village of Great Neck Plaza desires to acknowledge and honor Councilwoman Seeman's long history of service to and advocacy for the Great Neck and North Hempstead communities. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the portion of Bond Street in the Village of Great Neck Plaza, located between Grace Avenue over there and Maple Drive, just to our north, be given the honorary secondary street designation of Lee Seeman Way.
What an amazing day this is. And I know Tom spoke so beautifully and Ted did as well, and I know others will. But Lee is one of a kind. And I have had the great honor and privilege, Lee, of working with you in so many ways. But my most favorite, I will tell you, was working with you as you're being the best town council person that this area has ever seen. I'm not saying anything bad about the others, but you were just, you have to be so careful, but you were just so amazing. Lee, you always had the right thing to say at the right time. Not only that, you were such a fierce advocate, not only for the people of this district, but for all the people of the town of North Hempstead. There wasn't an issue that you didn't get involved in, that we didn't look to you for your sage advice, and we're so grateful to you. So I will say, on a personal note, I will always be grateful to Lee. I know that Ted mentioned her work with cemeteries in Europe. Lee went to Poland, and Lee saw the dedication of the cemetery to acknowledge the Jewish people that were killed in the Holocaust in Riga. And I will tell you that my aunt and my uncle were two of those people who were shot and thrown into nameless graves. And it was the most wonderful thing for me to know that Lee was there overseeing that dedication, making sure that all of those people who died such hideous and tragic and senseless deaths would now be acknowledged and remembered forever.
December 19, 2021 is and shall be Lee Seeman Day in the Village of Great Neck Plaza.
And I hope you are understanding and feeling the affection, the respect, the admiration, the love that this community has for you. Lee Seeman Way, your way has been one of being there for all of us.
Lee is someone that I've personally known since I was 17 years old. Back in 1972, I remember when the Democrats were organizing to march in Washington to stop the war in Vietnam. And my mother and Lee were at the forefront of organizing that and arranging for the bus for all of us to go to Washington.
It was important, though, for my life and for so many young people, Lee. You brought us into a belief in a world bigger than our own. You gave us a sense that our voices and our dreams and our visions really mattered. And so, Lee, when we talk about honoring you today with this street, we're recognizing not just the greatness of our community, but the future of our community. Because your leadership, your kindness, your vision has shown us all the way.
It is so great to be here and to see all my friends. I call you that because you are the people who have been active in the community, the people I think of when it comes to who wants to make our community, our Great Neck, a better place. And the Dom, I will call Lee Seeman the Grand Dom of Great Neck, because to me, you are Miss Great Neck.
And, we have so many elected officials here today, and all of us can look to what Lee has done in her lifetime and think that's the kind of elected I want to be, that's the kind of person I want to be, in service to my community and to our country, and you're just amazing, and I love you so much.
Everyone has spoken about, and there's a long list of accomplishments in her elected life and in her private life as a volunteer on many organizations serving the community. Having this honorary street designation is the most deserving honor for you, Lee.
Resident of Great Neck since 1946 until very recently. That Lee was here, and she has introduced me to people like Hillary Clinton and so many others. She's brought them all to our community, and then made Great Neck a much richer place. And so I thank you for myself and for the community.
And very important to me was the Great Neck Chamber of Commerce. And I have to tell you, it was such a wonderful thing to plan programs that you would like in the community. I loved doing it. It wasn't work. In fact, nothing was work to me. This is what I wanted to do. This is my life. And for Great Neck, there's no other place that I would have lived. I love it. So I want to thank this community for working with me. I love working with you, helping you, and doing anything that I can do.